What is up, my Arabian homies? It is your boy Gax back again with another video about my favorite topic ever, slime. I just love slime. My favorite activities with slime is playing it, squishing it, eating it, and even playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. However, despite the fact slimes are a delight to play with, they're also quite toxic and probably bad for you, and also really fucking annoying to deal with, which is exactly how I felt when I learned about a certain YouTuber that went by the name of Limus. Limus is a YouTuber that makes video essays analyzing certain pieces of media ranging from video games to movies to TV shows. At the outside, Limus seems like your typical video essay / cartoon YouTuber, but if you were to look at Limus as a person more critically, you start to realize, oh, this is insufferable. So yeah, today I thought we could be talking about the problems with Limus that ranges from their behavior on Twitter to not being able to handle simple criticism without acting like a kindergartner with Asperger's syndrome. So without any further ado, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your sluggish slime ball, sit back and relax, and let's dive right into this slime cockhole. Limus is by far one of the most insufferable human beings I have the displeasure of witnessing. When looking at their channel, you can already tell what kind of creator they are, just based on the content alone. But if you were to look at Limus's Twitter, you would start to realize, oh dear god, this fucking slime head is such a weirdo. Let me break it down for you. For those of you who don't spend 90% of your life on this hellscape that we call the internet, about 5 months ago, Limus uploaded their infamous video titled How to Not Write a Victim of Abuse. And just by looking at the thumbnail alone, you would know the video is about Hazbin Hotel's Ew Spider Boy Angel Dust, and Limus's critiques regarding his writing and how his abuse is portrayed. And ever since dropping this video, Limus has faced backlash from the Hazbin Hotel fandom, which isn't really surprising. I mean, this fandom is filled with 14-year-olds with ADHD. However though, what is surprising is how Limus has responded to this recent hate, and that's by making a carbon cutout of their profile picture, wearing it like a mask, and then printing out a picture of their Angel Dust video, and then wearing it like it's a medal of fucking honor. And for some reason that's beyond my understanding, Limus would attend a convention where vivziepop and her crew are present while wearing this fucking shit and having one of the voice actors, Alex Brightman, sign their video. Listen man, as funny as this stunt is, it's still really fucking weird. Like bro, imagine being a voice actor, just chilling at a convention, sitting in your booth and signing autographs for fans, and all of a sudden, this weird fucking slime dude shows up wearing the mask and the stupid video around their neck and asks you to sign it. I would deadass be uncomfortable or weirded out by this, because what the living hell, bro? And Limus, I know you're gonna respond saying, oh, but Alex Brightman wasn't uncomfortable, he was in fact chill, dude. Which, A, no shit he was chill about it, he was at a convention that was filled with thousands of people attending. He wasn't going to cause a scene, not alone a drama, because of your weird ass behavior. And B, even if Alex had no problems with it, this is still a really weird thing to do, especially for you who claims to be not a big fan of vivziepop and in fact really hate her work. And I know I'll get comments from people saying, oh Gax, who cares, it's just a whole ass nothing burger, which is fair. The next thing I'm gonna bring up and rant about isn't a nothing burger, and dare I say it's the most reckless and retarded thing I've seen this slime do, and that would be openly accusing Brandon Rogers of grooming.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that's right. The great Limus would accuse Brandon Rogers of grooming over the most nothing-ass allegations I have ever seen. You see, about a couple of days ago of writing the script, a user has come out with a thread calling out Brandon Rogers for something. You might be asking what that something is. Well, sadly, I cannot tell you, because I myself don't even know what the person in question is accusing Brandon of. Yes, there are screenshots. Most of them are either cropped out or don't show anything bad happening. Even when showing the full conversation, you can't see that many messages from Brandon or can even verify if it's him, because for some reason that's beyond my comprehension, the person who made this thread went out of their way to blur out the account's username and profile picture. Why would they do this? I legit don't know at all. Yet despite this thread being very questionable and doesn't show any evidence of anything wrong happening, Limus will insist this person was somehow wronged even though the thread doesn't showcase that at all. From what I've gathered from reading other people's analysis of this bubbling mess of a thread, apparently this is what happened. Brandon reached out to the person asking them for an edit for Hell of a Boss, and he offered to pay the person. But after finding out the person was 15, Brandon instead offered a shoutout as payment. And after that was done, Brandon would ignore or just not respond to the user anymore. And that's it. That's all that happened. Yet this retarded liquefied of AIDS thinks Brandon is in the wrong and thinks the user is a victim. A victim of what exactly? I don't fucking know. Bad communications? Maybe. Brandon being kind of a dick? Perhaps. But who knows? What we do know is that Brandon hasn't done anything wrong or anything that's illegal in this interaction. At least nothing that would be considered grooming. Yet this slime tart thinks otherwise, and when people rightfully criticize Limus for this shit, for making false assumption, you know what Limus' response was? I believe the victim over the abuser.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Of course, you gotta believe the victim over the abuser. However, though, in this scenario, there was no victim in the first place or an abuser. It's just that Brandon didn't respond to the user. That's all that happened. So I don't understand where Limus got this insane assertion that Brandon groomed this person. And good luck trying to confront them about it, because the moment you bring this up to Limus, they're gonna dismiss it or act like the user got wronged, or just wouldn't even bother to properly address it because Limus cannot handle criticism. Limus doesn't like being criticized, which I know is a bold assumption to make, but if you were to see how this slime bit's responds to criticism on a daily basis, you would understand why I'm saying this. Limus' most common responses to criticism is either to dismiss the criticism about them or try to discredit the person who is criticizing them. The example of Limus not being able to handle being criticized is when someone called them out for accusing Brandon Rogers of grooming, and when asked why Limus thinks this, they responded saying, "Dog, this isn't my story to tell. Stop talking to me like I'm the one presenting the evidence. I'm sharing what I've seen."
Are you retarded?
Limus, come here. Just come here. You were the one who brought it up. Not once, and I mean not once, in this bumbling mess of a thread did the user accuse Brandon of grooming. Yet somehow, in the endless sea of multiversy bullshit, you came to that conclusion, and when people rightfully criticized you for it, you chose to dismiss them or try covering your ass by saying, "I believe the victim over the abuser," or "It's not my story to tell, dog." Dear Lord, you belong in an asylum. And this isn't the only example of Limus dodging criticism either. Just a couple of days ago, Limus would get into a class with Lily Orchard's #1 lover, say Scribbles. Here's some context. Sai is a YouTuber slash streamer who got big by streaming slash making multiple videos on Lily Orchard, who is a fucking degenerate. And I gotta say, I respect the grind. Like, deadass, I would not make this much content on one person. If I tried to do that, I would literally just be in an asylum by now. But yeah, back on topic. Sai would launch a stream where she pokes fun slash criticizes vivziepop's Hatedom, which I am proudly a part of. Anyways, in the stream, Sai would watch Limus' infamous video about how Angel Dust isn't a well-written abuse character, and Sai spent a ridiculous amount of time dismantling Limus' video. And how did Limus respond to this? Playing victim. Limus claimed that Sai's chat kept on misgendering them, which I would like to point out that not only is Limus a small-ass creator, also the fact they're not very well known. So of course, no one would know you or what your preferred fucking pronouns are. But also, if you were to go to their channel, doesn't even state what they go by at all. Oh, yeah, but their Twitter and Blue Sky does. Well, yeah, but again, Limus isn't well known, so you can't really have people expect to know what the fuck you go by, considering the amount of made-up pronouns that are being made today. Anyway, Sai would respond to this, calling out bullshit on Limus's tweet. Realizing this tactic didn't work, Limus then proceeded to shove their hand up Sai's butthole and pull out the holy grail of bullshit, which is accusing Sai of being racist. So yeah, Limus replied by posting an out-of-context screenshot of Sai saying the N-word. I'm gonna be deadass with you, I don't care what Sai does or say, but this screenshot is just them censoring the word, so I don't know what you're going with here. But another thing, this discourse isn't about Sai being racist. It's about you, Limus, not being able to take criticism. And instead of responding to Sai or just ignoring them, you instead decided to act petty and post this screenshot with no context at all. And when Sai did reply to you with the context, you just act smug about it and just fucking refuse to address the criticism. And when Sai tried to make you respond to it, you instead dismiss them and just say, if it's coming from you, then no. Which is just a petty move. Like, this just shows you how much of a sensitive slime bitch Limus really is. Throughout this whole discourse, every time Sai tries to make Limus address the criticism, Limus would dismiss them by being condescending or just being an insufferable smug tard. Like, if you dare try to criticize this slime cow, they either would dismiss it, act smug about it, or try moral stand you, or try to discredit you by pulling out some random bullshit to make you look bad. This is what Limus does all the time, and it's just really tiring and frustrating to deal with. Limus, if you're watching this video, which you probably are, let's be honest, then do us all a favor. Take a damn break from the internet permanently, because just seeing you acting like a condescending 14-year-old tard with Asperger's syndromes just makes me want to shoot a wine bottle with a fucking RPG. So in conclusion, Limus is a cringe, stupid slime, and I do hope that they improve themselves somehow by taking a long, deserved break where they self-reflect on their actions and realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't be this cringe or just plain out insufferable, but who knows. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. Big shout out to these beautiful people that helped me making this video by providing the screenshots I needed, because I gotta say, it would have been difficult to make this video without the screenshots that I need to prove my points, because Limus decided to delete their Twitter like the pussy they are after getting backlash for the whole Brandon Rogers thing and the whole situation with Sai. So yeah, again, big shout out to these people, and yeah, go check them out, link in the description. Thank you all for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash the like button, and if you are a new viewer here who somehow enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the subscribe button, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a city video. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, whatever time it is in your time zone, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!